How how did your education prepare you for this lifestyle that you have, where you explore very openly different areas of life, different activities? Do you think your education has a lot to do with that?
I believe that both education and upbringing playing a major role in a radical thinking, a radical endeavor in life. One has to be willing to be daring in order to be able to venture into something completely different, completely, so to speak, quote unquote, new. They're always there, with the exception that one has not paid attention. When one does pay attention, they are there. Education prepares one to be more so than average, to be above average, beyond what one is content with, what is average.
Right.
Of course, education does, take people to places. It took me around the world. It took me to places where I have never dreamt that I would ever be able to be in. And it gave me the opportunity to see beyond the horizon. And of course, like I mentioned, the upbringing has very much to do with it. What is surrounding a person to influence that person, not to be absorbed only in that environment, to be able to see beyond what one is being engulfed in the environment. Allowing oneself to be beyond oneself is very, very important as well. One may be in it and not giving permission to oneself to bloom into that horizon that is way beyond what we can see.
What about people who are not as fortunate and cannot have education, the classical education, the opportunities? What can we say to them? How should they get out of the environments that they're placed in and explore? What would be your advice to younger
I don't have
generation?
advice, neither do I have any suggestions. I only encourage individuals to look beyond themselves, beyond the immediate, beyond what is in front of them, to see lots and lots await them way beyond the immediate, way beyond what you can see, way beyond what is in front of you altogether. And that takes courage.
Yes.
Getting rid of fear within oneself. Fear of oneself stops oneself from seeing what is way beyond and be able to take the leap and the launch into that way beyond.
Right, because it is the essence of the everything of nature, of universe. We're constantly expanding, we're constantly growing. Nothing stops, nothing waits for anything, and therefore we should behave as the universe, because we are universe. Right? Wonderful. So it's a conscious that we are talking about, being conscious of that change and of the growth. And when you're conscious of that, then you go in with that, not against it.
More directly answering the question is this, that it is truly not what appears, it is truly what is beyond appearance. So one must never be limited by materialism,
Yes.
by looks, by appearance, and nobody can be judged by the surface of the appearance, because what is beyond that surface is plentiful to explore, to find out, to reach beyond, to leap beyond imagination.
That's very beautifully said. And what I'm thinking of, my own leaps and the way I can reach beyond. I always think about outgrowth as well as ingrowth, the internal depth in which we have to dive in. and the outgrowth, the external expansion that we have to create. And to me, this is where the balance comes when you have that. It's a constant outreach. It's beautiful.
It is also a constant dialogue, a metaphysical dialogue, a mental dialogue, a physical dialogue, and a conversational dialogue that must always take place. Not too busy, but never lapsed behind.
That's beautiful. Thank you very much.